Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Denver matchup against the Chargers this week. Oh my goodness. Well, Steele just so he elects to return the ball and then injures the player, but well, I mean, I think the Chargers can't complain. That was a pretty nice return for them. Hopefully, he's not out too long. As a big opportunity for one of the league's top AFC teams here in the Chargers with a nice run there for 11 yards and off to a good day. They've been pretty good this year, to put it nicely. They've been well, I mean, with 9 straight wins, been definitely one of the top teams in the league. Have really rebounded this year and retaken that division for themselves. It's opportunity for them as well with my loss this week as well. I think it helps. Well, I mean, it cuts a team out of the number 1 seed race, I would imagine. Well, no, Jacksonville lost, but I mean, I think can the Jets do it? I think the Jets can. Yeah, the max is 12 right now, right? So okay, interesting. Anyways, third and 12, man. This third game I'm doing this week that I'm getting stuck in all the scenarios. There's so many of them. As Herbert zips one on, misses the man there. He had him wide open, but the pressure just a little too close by for his comfort on that throw. So we'll have to punt here from their own. No, not their own. Their Denver Broncos 40. Ooh. We gotta get awake here, folks. As a punt return here and a nice one at that here for the Broncos. So that'll bring out Ryan Tannehill, who that's definitely Tannehill, right? No, it's Sam Darnold. Oh, okay. So Sam Darnold's playing in the place of Ryan Tannehill, I believe, as this will be probably a second or third game starting here for the Broncos based on the stats. So interesting here to see him come in. So first and 10 here from their own 29 and a opportunity for them to really hinder their division rivals season with a victory for no, they've clinched the division. Never mind. As Landon Roberts, they're going down on the injury there for the Chargers. So 5-yard gain on the ground. Not a bad start to the day for the Broncos. And for LA, I mean, it's been a year where they've just had the consistency in the last back couple of games here to the end of the regular season. And obviously everyone in the division kind of started a little slow, so that helps. But for them to have marched back into a situation where they can genuinely have a fair shake here at the number 1 seed, it's a real testament to how this team over the last few years has just been pretty resilient. As a deep shot there by Darnold, but it misses by a fair bit, so that'll bring a fourth down. A injury there to Taylor Lewan. That should be interesting considering this LA Chargers defense has both Cam Jordan and Joey Bosa to worry about. So fair catch here out to the 20. I think that's maybe a bit generous there. So Herbert coming back after not being able to do much on the last drive. We'll see if they can get something going. The ground game for both teams really doing most of the work on the first few possessions here. So first and 10 now. Motioning out the fallback. And they switch the side, and it's an opportunity for Eckler. And my goodness, nice run there. Second and 3 there. A nice run from Eckler as Bradley Chubb just couldn't get to him there on that one. And excellent job to change up the formation a bit to help that run out. And that'll bring up second and 3. So another good run here for Austin Eckler. And they'll do it again here. And he has been proving exactly why he should be paid today. Another big run here by the veteran running back as it'll be Justin Simmons on the tackle. And for Denver, well, obviously they're not playing for the playoffs right now, but yeah, last year they made the postseason, eh? That's pretty nuts. That year was pretty nuts. Oh man. The ACFL. I mean, there's always a couple of teams where you're shocked. Though this year, I think, like, generally speaking, there's not been like anything too I think Carolina generally had like a pretty good. Yeah, I guess you could say that's a bit of a surprise, sort of, but they made the postseason a year ago. Anyways, third and 4 here as Herbert to throw, throwing it out to his left, and has Eckler. Who else? And it's another first down here through the work of Austin Eckler. as 1st and 10 now here for the Chargers out at midfield here, and now crossing Denver field position now for the first time. So, or is it? I think they might be just short, eh? Okay, they're just short yet. So they still have yet to cross midfield. We'll see if they could do it here on this set of downs. 1st and 10, pick pass, and has a man there for, they'll mark for a first down. So a nice job there by Hunter Henry for that catch there for 10 yards. So good stuff there from the Chargers. I wonder if this is, okay, Pittsburgh won. So, okay, Pittsburgh wins. Okay, so I think if the Chargers lose, then that clinches the number 1 seed for the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'm going to look this up. Wait, what is the division in well, there's a head-to-head, but I don't think these two have played each other head-to-head yet. And almost intercepted there by the Broncos as Herbert broken up on that pass. And well, we know definitely who Steele is cheering for today, as it would be the Chargers. Oh, they're 3-1 too. So okay, well, obviously they're playing Denver right now, and I imagine they're playing the Raiders in the last week of the season. Yeah, I think. Well, they need the Steelers to drop a game to the Ravens, so that'll make things interesting for sure. As to throw here, Herbert stepping up and throws it to his right and into the ground. So 4th and 5 here, as Herbert just unable to find anybody there. Good job by this Denver defense to hold strong in the latter half, as they'll hold the Chargers now to potentially only 3 points. We'll see if this field goal attempt is good. And it will be. So the Chargers will pull ahead here in Denver on the road, just by 3 though here, as that'll give the chance back here to Sam Darnold and the Broncos. As we're halfway through here this first quarter, it's been a bit of a slow game in terms of how the offenses have moved, but maybe we'll see if the Broncos can wake up a little bit here after going 3 and out to start the game. So back again is Sam Darnold, who's not unfamiliar with being in Denver. I believe he was here in the first year as well. So, okay. So, wow. So, okay. Well, and a win next week clinches the 5th seed, I believe, right? I think so. Yeah, that clinches the 5th seed for me. Okay. So, looks like 5th or 6th seed for me this year. But, yeah, interesting. Yeah, no. I think the only guys who can catch him are Jacksonville and the Chargers, maybe? Yeah, so that means that for sure the Jets are in trouble. Well, no, they're not in trouble. I mean, they could still jump. They could still jump Jacksonville. Yeah, but they can't. They're not going to be able to jump too many teams. I think if the Chargers win right here, right? No, because they'd only be at 12 as well. Okay, so no, this thing's still wide open. No, this thing's still wide open. Unless the Jets lose, this thing's still pretty open for like the number 2, 3, 4 seed. So 4th and inches there, as this Denver team just can't get it done here. As well, listen, like I've been giving more and more information every single game I cover. I found out like, oh, we lost, and then I found out that Pittsburgh won. So that eliminates us from like winning a division anymore. So it, that eliminates us, but then the Chiefs winning. No, there's no scenario where the Chiefs can get the division, so they're stuck in the wild card. But there's a nice run there for 4 for Eckler. So 2nd and 6 coming up. I'm trying to focus a little more on the game, but man, I want to get all my ACFL scenario fill right now. So as a throw here for Herbert, and has a man there, and he'll come out to the 38 there. A nice play there by the Chargers. And yeah, I'm just trying to think that like definitely the NFC is still pretty wide open, even if the Eagles win. Is it? I think so. Yeah, I think it would still be, because they can only. Oh, they have 1 game up, right? Well, I don't know on tiebreaker how they compare to the Panthers. Ooh, this thing be, yeah, the Panthers have like a clean division record, right? They haven't even lost a single division game here. So I mean, yeah, they're in good shape. As a nice play there by Herbert finds them out to the 34 there on the Denver side of the field, as finally he's starting to warm up a bit after what was a bit of a slow start. Darnell Mooney on the grab. And, well, really, they have Darnell Mooney? It didn't show up on their depth chart when I looked up at it. As brought down there to now bring this offense back. And, well, with their defense throw and putting in another 3 and out, it's an opportunity here for the Chargers to get what would definitely be obviously their next game, 2 division wins in a row, which certainly could help their case to jump either to the 1st or 2nd seed. And I mean, anything where they can get one of the higher seeds in the conference after how the year started for them really would be impressive. 2nd and 11 here, Herbert to throw, and he's going to throw it out to his right, and he has a man there out to the 18 here. Ben Cleveland going to go down, though, and, well, this Chargers offense seems to have finally got a little bit here going, as, well, we're still with a little over a minute here in this first quarter, but it's been a strong start for them. Herbert to throw, and has a pass there for 7 yards, as once again here find number 49, Tommy Tremble, for a nice gain. So clock still running here now, finally under a minute here in this first quarter. Herbert to throw, and has it out to his left. It's Keenan Allen, and for a first down, the recently boosted receiver with a nice play there. Yeah, they actually had like a whole series of like boosts. I saw like there were a bunch yesterday they made. So definitely a lot of upgrades coming to them next week. And Keenan Allen, he's showing off there that he doesn't even need it, as a very nice touchdown there for the Chargers. Excellent work there by Keenan Allen, as that'll put the Chargers now up by 2 possessions. And with time running out here in this first quarter, it's kind of been to go to show that they've been the team firmly in control with 2 3 and outs against Sam Darnold and the Broncos. Let's see here if they can get something going before this quarter ends. As for the Chargers now, the point after is up, and it is good. So 10-0 our score here in Denver with 28 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll see if Sam Darnold has anything to show us here. 2 straight 3 and outs certainly doesn't inspire the confidence for the front office. Now, granted, they've publicly said they don't want to win, but I don't know. It's a division rival, and, well, somebody forgot the memo. Yet another one this week. A kick return touchdown. It's the Broncos. KJ Hamler running it back. Oh, my goodness. What a play there by the Broncos. Just when they thought they were going to finally, just tank the game out, KJ Hamler said, no thank you. We're going to try to win the day, to the dismay of Zoom, who I know is listening to this thing. And all I got to say, buddy, is keep it trucking, man. Don't give up. Let's see you go down swinging. Oh, man. I'm sure he'll be very against what I'm saying. He's probably put 3 or 4 things in general right now, explaining why, factually, this is not good. Oh, damn you, KJ Hamler, we're never going to extend you. Well, no. I mean, he ran it back. He'd have every reason to extend him. As out to the 23 go the Chargers, and they've been a team that, obviously last year, they were able to make the ACFL Super Bowl, so they've definitely got the pedigree behind them, and with the way they've been playing of late, it's hard to say that come the postseason, even though maybe they won't get to be the number 1 seed. Still possible, though. Even though they may not get to be the number 1 seed, they've certainly made the case to prove that they're worthy of being in the discussion of some of the top teams in the AFC. As we end this first quarter, well, it looked like the Chargers were going to pull away, but KJ Hamler had a different opinion, and much to Zoom's dismay, the score is only separated by 3 points here, 10-7, as we enter the second quarter. And we'll see now on 3rd and 5 if this Denver defense can come up here with a big stop. If they can do it, I'm sure Zoom will be very upset. And slip screen here coming up for Eckler. And Zoom's going to be upset as they stop him for only a gain of 2. And the Broncos have a chance to get the ball back and maybe get this thing back into a tied up game here. We'll see if Sam Darnold has it in him, though. Might have to be KJ Hamler carrying the group, as not looking like he'll get too much room on this return. And no, he won't. Out to the 23, maybe a gain of 3 or 4 on that return off that position. So, and every time I have to, like, I accidentally glance at the bottom, they keep showing us like losing by like 49 to 39. Oh, that's tough. That's so tough this week. Why are they gonna show me that? It's so tough to look at. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Broncos. So we'll see here if they can get things rolling, as Darnold looking to get his first down, firing it, and has a man. It's a big catch there for... No, it's not. It's Quentin Johnston. Never mind. I was hoping it was KJ Hamler. As a big grab there on his real-life counterpart team there, as that'll bring this Broncos offense their first down of the game, I believe, and the first time they've been on opponent territory. And a quick pass to Johnston again, motioning out his blocker in front, and gets a first down. So the first-round receiver doing some good work here. I think, if you're Zoom right now, you're zooming right down to the, coach's sideline there and trying to take the playbook out of his hands. But we'll see here if he can get down there fast enough, as this Broncos team trying to drive its way forward and pushing his way through, as Isaiah Wynn going to go down on that 2-yard carry there. So Zoom probably hoping this helps the cause by hurting the cause today. I'm just ribbing you, buddy. 2nd and 8 here, as here comes Darnold rolling out to his left, throwing it, and into the end zone there, but just nowhere near in bounds. So 3rd and 8 coming up here, as we'll see here if Sam Darnold can get it done. The throw off the play action, rolling out to his left, and just throws it way short there, the first down. So 4th and 5 coming up here, as the Chargers hold them to 3. But as I had mentioned I think right when the Chargers had punted it, that this is an opportunity to tie the game up. So we'll see here if they can get the kick. It'd be about somewhere in like the high 40s range. And it's through. So, okay, we're tied at 10 here in Denver. And, well, after how things looked like they were going in the first quarter, this is quite a welcome change of pace here, as we'll see here if the Chargers can respond. And they'll run it out now, and they'll get out to the 23, as this would be, I believe... No, it wouldn't be the 3rd straight year. I think the Chiefs had the number 1 seed last year, but the Steelers had the number 1 seed the first year, and then they're looking as though they'll be the number 1 seed team again this year. And I think, I don't think the Eagles could get 13 wins, so it's not impossible for them to. Well, no, but the Steelers can get 14, so then okay, they'd probably be the strongest team via record right now if they were able to win out. So okay. So they would be the favorites then. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's been an interesting year for sure in the ACFL. My gosh, it's been a lot of like power change just even midway through the year. I think there was at one point, obviously myself and Green Bay were like the number 1 teams in their respective conferences, and then we both kind of got cold, and that's when both the Pennsylvania teams, actually now that you mention it, both the Pennsylvania teams have kind of entered the fray. As running it out here is Eckler, and somebody they forgot to give the ball the last couple drives is telling them exactly why you should get the rock, now making 3 men miss for that first down. I mean, he's been really good today, and I think they just forgot to give him the ball. As, me and Seattle are feeling a very similar type of pain right now. Me and Seattle are both feeling the impact of that 10-point loss this week. Oh, man. Oh, well. Can't win them all. Hopefully we save our wins for the postseason, ideally. As a first down there to Tommy Tremble, and the Chargers trying to answer back here to this Denver barrage of points, as Herbert with time throwing it, and he has a man. It's Keenan Allen, and he'll be just shy of the first down there on that first down attempt. So 2nd and 1 here, after 2 men bring him down just shy, just a couple inches, as to throw. Here's Herbert, and has it almost intercepted there. Bradbury trying to jump the throw, does deflect it down. So 3rd and 1 here we'll see here if this defense can hold up as an opportunity indeed. Oh, that was Simmons. Or was it? Yeah. That was either Simmons or Brisker. And trying to just get the first down there is Austin Eckler and successfully does so. Man, he has been really good for the Chargers here today. Certainly, I think he has a case to make some demands come in the PRC right now. Yeah, just before the postseason. Yeah, I'm sitting until you pay me. I mean, that would be an interesting strategy by PRC for sure. That would be very interesting if they did that. Oh boy. I'd be all here for that. We need anything to get an advantage this postseason because, boy, it is wide open right now. Man, oh man. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, LA, and then the Jets are still in this thing. The Dolphins have had moments where they've looked pretty elite. I mean, any team with like a great quarterback is going to be, you can't take it lightly. And then New England's got Rodgers. I mean, it's like, yeah, I think like all the top quarterbacks beyond Lamar made the ACFL AFC playoff right now, right? Oh no, Josh Allen as well. Is there anybody else elite that missed? I don't think so. Oh well, are they in the playoff picture right now? I don't think the Chiefs are in the playoff picture right now, are they? Oh my gosh, it's between them and Miami right now. Oh man, that is spicy. Oh my gosh. Wow, that could be a really interesting season if Lamar, Allen, and Mahomes miss the postseason. That'd be nuts. As 3rd and 4 here, as I got a little distracted there, and an opportunity successful there on that quarterback scramble, as it'll be for a 1st and goal here, as the clock's still winding down here. Now, under 3 minutes here in this 2nd quarter. Everybody with full timeouts, and obviously the 2-minute warning impending soon. As 4 yards away from the score, and the fallback nearly does it himself there. Joshua Kelly for a gain of 2. He ran up the middle, and there were 2 men waiting for him, but that wasn't going to stop the yards progression there. So 2nd and goal, as we get very close here to the 2-minute warning, handing it off again, this time to Eckler. And listen, just give him the ball. If you want to win, just give him the ball. I mean, he's been just doing excellent. Just give him the ball. Just give him the ball, and y'all win. Because, man, he has been unreal today. As Austin Eckler with an excellent play there, showing exactly why he'll be a top-paid player if he goes to free agency this year. As we now approach 2 minutes and 13 seconds left here in this first half. Opportunity still for Denver to get the ball back and do something. Certainly be interesting if the special teams unit could provide us with a repeat performance. So with an opportunity here, we'll see if they can get something done. As it'll be Hamler running it out, and that's always a dangerous idea, and he'll get out to the 25, and that'll bring out Sam Darnold, who so far done, I mean, pretty bang average, maybe a little lower than that. You know, not all the work's been done by him. I mean, he had like 2 or 3 and outs, so we'll see here if so late here in this first half they can find something. Potentially the last play here as they'll run it, and that should be the last play of the half. Singletary losing some yardage there as they run right into Bosa and Cam Jordan. Not exactly the best strategy, but well, it works. As we are now at the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 13 here for this Broncos offense. Sam Darnold trying to make Zoom regret starting him. And firing it out to the right, and has a man on the sideline for a stellar catch there. Quentin Johnston with a fantastic couple of catches in the last few targets here, as it's 3rd of the day. As very quickly they've been starting to connect here between himself and Sam Darnold. Wow, look at that toe drag there. As that'll now bring us to 1st and 10 here at the Denver 41. I don't think he got that right foot down. We'll see here what the booth says. Hopefully they won't overrule it. Please don't overrule it. Say he had it. Just, you know, let things be sexy. Wait, hold on. Of course he caught it. Yeah, of course he caught it. So 1st and 10. Yeah, I thought his toe drag, but that doesn't make any sense as toe drag. Not the toe drag, sorry, the placement foot there looked like it bounced up, but I don't know. I think he got that foot down, so don't know why that one was reviewed. As a 7-yard gain there. No huddle offense here for Sam Darnold. They don't want to use their timeouts. At least not yet. And a nice catch there for Devonta Smith. That's his first catch of the day. Now still hurrying up here in the no huddle as they finally cross midfield here. Trying to move fast. It's Sam Darnold under pressure. Trying to scramble away, and he should have just thrown it away there as Cam Jordan with the sack. I mean, what are you going to do? You've got 3 elite players there on that D-line. Jordan Davis, Joey Bosa, Cam Jordan. It's a stacked group out there. As they call the timeout now, 3rd and 14. Just trying to maybe get into field goal range here, possibly. As they'll fire it deep. And my gosh, Quentin Johnston. Man, jump ball receiver. I mean, he's been just doing it here, man. Well, he's 6'5", so I mean, what are you gonna do, man? I think he's 6'4", 6'3". So 1st and 10 here, as Darnold firing it and has a man again here, and they'll now call their second timeout. 21 seconds remain, as all of a sudden here, what looked like it was going to be a tough sled there in that 3rd down has turned into a potentially interesting set of downs here. As 2nd and 10. We'll see if they can get it done. Wow, Johnston, miraculously within 2 possessions, has got himself up to 91 yards on the day. And potentially a touchdown. No, down to the 2. Call the timeout. They didn't call it. You buffoons. No, you should have just ran a quick play. If it didn't work, either throw it away or throw it into the dirt for a spike and then go in for the field goal. No, guys, just go for it. Listen, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? You've got 6 wins right now. Let's just go. Let's go balls to the wall. Let's go win this thing. I'm sure that's not what your owner said, but, or your GM. I think Zoom's the GM, not the owner. I think Sandy's the owner. Yeah, then obviously Zoom's taking on the role of figurehead in terms of just how much he does a lot of public work, for better or worse. Wait, no, Zoom's a Cardinal. Yeah, Zoom's a Cardinal. Wait a minute. Oh, that's so lame, bro. Why aren't you a Bronco? Go back to the Broncos. Let's just get all the Broncos toxicity out every week. Just both ACFL and I don't think he could handle it. I don't think he could take it. That'd be just too much toxicity for him to handle. Get all upset about the ACFL. They get all upset about the NFL. Wasn't he on the Broncos last year? So I guess he wouldn't have gotten upset too much. Or was he? I don't know. Darn it, Zoom. Why aren't you on the Broncos? Darn it, Zoom. As he's not. Yeah, he's not on the Broncos. Oh, I just realized this now. Well, he talks so much about the freaking Broncos. I would assume he wouldn't choose to be a part of any other franchise. I would have assumed he would never do that. What is he? He's not the owner, right? As out to the 50 go the Broncos here. As Sam Darnold doing some nice work as I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Saying see ya, Russ. That's not nice. He did so much for you guys. He gave you guys, he gave the entire Bronco country a nice ride. Come on, man. So he's the head coach for the Cardinals. Well, why not just be the assistant head coach of the Broncos? That way you can say you're part of the Broncos. Be the assistant to the assistant coach. It's some Dwight Schrute level energy. So 4-yard gain there. I guess in this league, Zoom has no feelings on whether they win or lose. Come on, Zoom. Come, let them poach you and become the head coach of the Broncos. As Rachaad White with a 20-yard gain, and he was recently boosted as well. So, but I don't think it was in time for this game. So, should be interesting for sure. All the recently boosted players like Keenan Allen are gonna have been doing well. So Rachaad White, wow! As soon as they let him run, they've been finally starting to get going here at 2nd and inches. And this run game, not too shabby here as, they're down by 4. If they can get the offense going here, with this Rachaad White, work here. It might be interesting to see how this game goes. As a nice catch there for Devonta Smith. And, well, we know certainly who Steelbach's cheering for right now. He's been very adamant that he wants, he wants to coast to that #1 seed, even though, I mean, like, all he has to do is beat the Ravens. Like, it's not that. Come on, man. All you gotta do is beat the Ravens, bro. As throw deep into the end zone there, misses there, so 2nd and goal. And wow, yeah, I mean, very much so. As the way things have gone, no, they'd still have to beat the Ravens because Jacksonville. Well, can Jacksonville actually jump them? I don't even know. I don't think Jacksonville can jump them because the division record and stuff should probably not be as good. I don't know. We'll find out. Be interesting to see for sure. As Darnold throwing into the end zone and misses his man there. So 4th and goal here. Oh, yeah, no, I think it'd been very interesting. Well, I mean, we got the Steelers monkey guarding it, so it's not like we could have jumped higher than 5 this year. So, okay, that makes sense. As the kick is up and good, so they'll bring it back to 1 here in Denver. So I guess the Zoom's joy in this case. He has no reason not to cheer for them. And the Broncos, is Tannehill actually hurt? Like, why is Tannehill not playing? Surely it must be that he's hurt, right? Or is he like doing like a full-on like contract standoff like he was with Tennessee? What's going on with Tannehill, man? Where is Tannehill? No, he's healthy. Where's Tannehill? Why is Tannehill getting benched? Interesting. As a gain there for a few there, so out to the 32 here for the Chargers, 3rd and 3. I'm very confused by Tannehill. Well, I guess Tannehill just wasn't playing good. I don't know. That's not. Yeah, that's not. Is that true? Yeah, no, they're at 6 wins. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I get confused with how good they were last year. They were really good last year with Nick Foles, and then Deshaun Watson was there last year. Yeah, Deshaun Watson was there, and Nick Foles were there, and Nick Foles just said, like, F you, we're going to win. He said, F you, we're going to win, and you're going to like it. It's 1st and 10 here for the Denver Broncos. We'll see how things pan out, as at 31 will be an opportunity indeed for Denver to get this game back in their favor, with the defense doing a good job there in the last drive. As a fired shot out to Devonta Smith and quickly onto the other side of the field, as I can literally just hear Steelbodker rejoicing as what would be his 2nd in 3 years potentially. First seed. Well, he's certainly going to get the Chargers out of the picture if they lose here to Denver. I mean, I can just hear him cheering right now. My gosh. Been a very couple of nice years there for the Pittsburgh Steelers of the ACFL, indeed. As 1st and 10 here, handing it off now to Rachaad White, it's not Rachaad White, that's Devin Singletary for a nice run there, and maybe taking a couple notes from Rachaad White there on that run. So 1st and 10 here now at the Chargers 26. Things are moving pretty nicely here for this Broncos team. As handing it off, or no, they're faking it. Sam Darnold rolling out straight, pressure coming, and he runs right into the pressure, fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Broncos still. But 2nd and 26 coming up. A whole lot of yards going to be needed here to salvage this thing, as the pressure has been really, whenever it's shown up near Sam Darnold, it's converted for sure, as just muscles him down there. As a good job there, though, to recover it. So 2nd 26, we're halfway through this 3rd quarter, and we'll see if Denver at home could find a way to just at least get this thing in a field goal range, as they fake the hand. What on earth are they doing? So lose 4 yards, unsurprisingly. Jordan Davis with the sack as they try a quarterback scramble with Sam Darnold. What? On 2nd and 26? I'm baffled, folks. I am baffled. I don't think there's too many words that can express how baffled I am. As Sam Darnold to throw. Well, he's still waiting. And he's going to throw on the run. Deep shot in the end zone and nearly intercepted Oh my gosh. If he had thrown it to his tight end, he might have had it. So 4th and 30 here. I don't think it's in field goal range, but we'll see if they try it. They won't, so they'll punt here. Despite what was an opportunity to get themselves back a lead here in Denver, they're not going to be able to convert as LA will get a touchback here as a bad punt there sets them up at the 20. And here comes Justin Herbert, who is, well, I mean, if he wasn't motivated before, he definitely better be now as an opportunity, at least if they win this game, to get into the conversation for being the 2 seed. We'll see if they can pull it off here. Throwing it and has and drop pass there on the curl route as Rocky Sin rocks him there to break up the pass. So 2nd and 10 here has been a very inconsistent day here for this LA offense. Bit uncharacteristic considering how they've done this year. And see, listen, all you have to do, it's very simple. Just give him the ball. It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. Listen, you'd be winning by like 30 right now if you just gave the ball to Austin Eckler. Just give him the ball. See, he's in the zone. Just give him the ball. Don't think too hard. Just run the ball. Just give him the ball. He wants the ball. Just give it to him. No, don't. Okay, don't listen to me. That play probably would have got you 9 yards if you just given it to Austin Eckler. Bro, he just he always breaks loose on these runs. Just give him the ball. Just audible into a run. It's not that hard. See, they're not listening to me. 2nd and 5 here. Justin Herbert, pardon me. As 3rd and 3 there on that 2-yard gain through the air. As we're getting close to under 3 minutes now, under 3 minutes with the runoff. So 3rd quarter here, starting to get a little interesting as the two sides separated by a point. Herbert firing, and he's got a man. It's Tommy Tremble with another catch today, as now out to the 45 here. 92 yards for Tommy Tremble, really making the defense tremble in fear when the ball goes anywhere near him. See what I did there? Well, I'm just gonna, too bad, Zoom. All right, too bad. You're rooting against the Broncos, and you're gonna like it. Well, I mean, you're always rooting against the Broncos. Well, no, this last couple of games he was rooting for the Broncos until they've now benched Russ and they've decided to maybe not go on a ride, as a whole entire Bronco country. I mean, that's very mean. He wanted to be unlimited. He gave you a unlimited amount of Mr. Unlimiteds, all right, guys? He was going to give you unlimited amounts of unlimitedness. At least he's doing good in Seattle in this league, so they can't complain. I mean, they were 10 points away from beating the Steelers in this league. That's pretty good. When you can actually hang in there with Pittsburgh, yeah, well, if you hang there with Denver too, I suppose that's good. But if you can hang in there with Pittsburgh and the ACFL, I mean, you're definitely on to something. So 2nd and 2 here. And man, oh man, it's looking interesting here for the Chargers as they're hoping to get the full points here. But if they settle for 3, it'll still give Sam Darnold some hope. As 3rd and 2 now, Shelby Harris there with this sack to get him down to the line of scrimmage, so they won't lose anything. And they'll do the right thing, and they'll hand it off to Austin Eckler, and actually doesn't work. Well, I mean, it was a terrible design play. It was terribly designed. I mean, what did you want Austin Eckler to do? All right, I'm in my Austin Eckler stand phase right now. All right, guys, and listen, I don't understand if you have been standing for him this whole time. What have you been doing? I love Austin Eckler, man. I find it very upsetting that they didn't pay him in real life either. That just sucks. They should pay him, man. He's been great. No, I don't know. I think this year they haven't been giving him too much to do, right? I don't know. I mean, the whole coaching staff was just thrown through a loop. As Denver will come back as the Chargers get 3 points on that drive, and it's still a one-possession game here, separated by 4 points again. Rachaad White